viewers, now good evening. The program when they watch now Uduota. Uduota now means the heart of the matter for this side with the regional from independent television, Edo State, Nigeria. Not forget say every Monday and every Friday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. we hold the day. They discuss different issues. Today, now another special day. My name is Mark Bololo. I deal with the PRO of NDLA for Edo State, and all of us now going to put mouth for the different things they get to do with issue of drug trafficking, and particularly the way our children can they take drugs for inside, and all of these people like them. My brother and sister, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Viewers, good evening.
How you there?
Not too bad. Thank God.
Okay, PRO. Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes. Yeah. How you there?
I think I feel fine.
Okay, so today, Professor, first of all, we will look at, all right, along the line, our brother, we promised that last week, say, we will discuss this issue today, and our brother, Wilson and Uduota, very soon, he will join us, and all of us will put on Babetu, Ondotimi, right?
Correct.
Yes, I be the PRO for NDLA for Edo State. People pardon me for that small mistake, and now see if you know if before about that teaser when they deal with us. But it was by way of starting. Buba Mawa will be the box for NDLA.
Yes.
Say Nigeria gets 10.6 million cannabis users. So when you hear that kind of thing, how you react? But before that, we will just take one small short break. We'll come back again. The program they watch now, Uduota, with the regional from independent television, Edo State, Nigeria. Again, I introduced myself again just now, and we get a full house this time around. Wilson and Hegiako, they will talk for us. Wilson, good evening.
God bless you, sir. Good
How
evening.
you there?
I did very fine.
Of course, I've first seen face before, Babetu Onotimi, the PRO of NDLA for Edo State. Okay, good evening again.
I agree to too. Thank
Again, Mercy, come back to my brother, Tuesday again. But good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Yes, good evening.
So, like I said, start.
Yes.
Buba Mawa will be the NDLA overall boss for Nigeria. He said Nigeria get 10.6 million cannabis users, and that will be the highest for the world. If that man talk that thing, where would they go?
You know, that one when they talk to, not be a very nice thing for us as people in the country, because 10 million are a very large number. But if you look at the demographic spread across Nigeria of maybe 180 million people, if we assume, say, 10 million, not be a large number, knowing that the landmass of Nigeria is very big. But in reality, that one are very worrisome figures. Because when they talk, say, for the world, that Nigeria and I get the highest users of cannabis, that's supposed to trouble you. You know why? For example, drug abuse, it lead to a lot of reasons why people they commit crimes. Sometimes when they don't commit the crime, when they don't recover, when they ask them, say, why you keep do this thing? They go tell you, say, you don't know when they do it. Now, what is drug abuse cause? So for that simple reason, to have a number, say 10 million, we really need to worry, because you just need somebody to throw something way bang, or fire something way bang for here now. Everybody don't disappear, because nobody one day around where something negative they happen. And then the story go continue. Say, you hear what happened for so place. So to have it in that number, a very bad thing, and I don't think that they help our system. I don't think they help our healthcare system. We're not even strong enough. And I also think that number they're good for the issues of security for this land, because that one means these security problems where they get, it is part of what they cause problems. Why those things they happen so often, whether they're kidnapping or whatever.
I guess so. You see, now these days in the universities, not just universities, I use Edo State like case today. It gets away for off Mission Road, another place they for off Sapomba Road, many place. Now normal house, but a different hard drugs. Neither they sell. wetin call the shock us be say the kind of people wey dey take these drugs 18, 19, 20 where we for miss am.
You don't tell where we miss am, my brother. The whole thing is dey government hand. Pikin go fear papa, e no go fear papa, e dey mama hand. Because na mama will tell am say this thing dey burn o, this one na fire, this one na this one, this one na this one. This area where you describe so, except small children wey dey primary school, na no know am. Police dey pursue people enter there, then they catch people. After they drill am, you go show them say see where I buy, sell their property and all those things they buy for those area. We can't grow meet am and e still dey, that house still dey. So wetin government supposed to do for that kind of place? We go make people wey dey buy am plus who dey the area dey run. Some of the area people don complain tire because the children wey dey that area, 69-70% of them, those small house don condemn them. Some go stand, go dey look one place. Some will just dey waka, e go the crossroad, you know, they look this side. Na that thing we go just take. So we don't miss am when our government no dey take the rightful step. They will catch am today. Now when you catch person with bad thing, e can't give you money, you still leave am. Now be say you don't cure am or any other thing. So government don't miss am. Our people wey even dey catch people where they do all those things. Not be all those drugs that they do for here, that they bring some from other states. They say I don't get opportunity to enter one motor, then float, then see so things like this. The way they crack gun take bail up all these people, me say they don't die. Before I reach Benin, those people don't enter the other vehicle come. Now the money where they give them, now be the other thing. So we don't miss am when our government not do wetin they're supposed to do. They catch this one today. We will see lorry of Igbo where they catch the people. When they hand over the matter to police or the appropriate authority, the same people where you catch, where you be say you want share blood with them, you will see them for outside next tomorrow. So the other day when you catch them, you leave them. Not be here that they make most of the farm, and they see them Oga, NDLA and police, that they go some farm, do them. All those people, they throw away their cutlass, they still there now. So when government do this thing for the rightful way, I'm not sure say all these things go happen, because all these houses where they sell them, some of these people where they sell them, they don't spend like 20-30 years when they do that business. So we know them and police know them. At the time when they do it for the way it's supposed to be, children go run for that thing.
NDLA.
Are they your side?
In fact, now you be the organizer when it comes to this matter. Waiting to happen for our society, the fight against drugs, are we winning it or we are losing it? When we say we call it get 10.6 million dana for only cannabis, we never talk of every other thing, you know, only cannabis.
Yes, Emmanuel, thank you. Is it this problem? Like some of us don't talk about, no be problem you say it don't start today. If you look at the root cause of this problem, we will blame our parents. We will blame the school, the institutions that we have. They're not really they handle these peoples the way they should learn some of these bad vices. Now, my chairman, Brigadier General Marwa, retired. It's a good thing that the government has appointed this man to become our chairman. The fight when they carry on this agency, a fight if you say, from your question, would they win this war? How do they win? I say, on a daily basis, if you see newspapers, if you see TVs, you'll see the quantum of exhibits where NGL they arrest. In Edo State, in Ekiti State, in Oyo State, in Kaduna State, all over the country, in quantities, in trucks, in whichever form, at the airports. So, for me, I would rightly say, in totality, NGL is winning the war on drug abuse.
Okay, so I never leave you as an expert. What be some of the factors where you discover in the field? See, if they push before now they say you get one community for Delta. What is it for the plant this thing? But not copy like that again. Everywhere now, you go into thick forest, you go see this thing. When be some of the factors wey una discover for the field say na this one dey push people dey plant am, na this one dey push people dey sell am, na this one dey push people, or na this one dey push people dey motivate mostly young people to go into all these things.
Yeah, thank you again. You see, the factors be plenty, but if you primarily be say 2 or 3 factors now they cause these people to go into this motivation. Now, if you look at it today, there is this unnecessary competition about wealth. And wealth, materialism. I want to get rich quick. I want to drive the latest car. I want to wear fine clothes like my colleagues they wear. And you see some of these children or wards from poor family, they have friends who are the children of these wealthy people, particularly these politicians. You know, they have so much to worry about. And you having one of them as a friend, you see that small boy of 19 years, they drive one kind of stupid car. And you they ask yourself, how will they get this car to now? And you don't want to go do all these skills, acquisition things, you don't want to go to university, you don't want to go to school. You are looking at the shortest course to do where you get money quick. And drug pushing, drug trafficking is one of the areas. And because money they come fast inside that thing. That makes you see youth today, they really want to go into drug abuse or into drug trafficking. That one is one of them. And you see even in the background, you look at the background, the family background. Poverty said I want to they push people to really go into drug pushing. Poverty. Because today as it is now, things are really going up. Cost of living, cost of food items. In fact, the economy is in a situation whereby things are very difficult for families, an average family. And so you see maybe even the child and the papa will sit down and talk. You don't go do anything, you just sit down for house, they chop food all day. You are insulting that child in a way. You are negatively motivating that child to go and do what is wrong. And so that guy, that one will go sit down for house, go say, oh, my father cost me. Make I go see what's on the video, go put it on for drug. And because you want to drive the latest car, you want to wear the fine clothes, perhaps you want to get fine girlfriends, and all of these things now money in the push. So they want shortcuts to get rich quick. And that desperation, now one of those things where they really cause young boys. Not only young boys, even women, men who don't get frustrated. You see, like I said, as I talk so many things, the frustration so I want you to cause people to go into drug business. Frustration, you have
How do you mean frustration?
Okay, for instance, now you dey work for government or you dey work for somebody, you dey work for bank, and you just finish university, you get employed, you dey work for bank, and within, let us say, 6 months or 1 year, and the bank feels say, they produce results, and they sack you. And it becomes difficult for you to get a job again. You are frustrated. And because of this frustration, you are looking for a way to even make money. You don't go to school already. You don't get employed. You don't put your applications here and there. No job. So the shortest course for you to do is say, other than that, let me go into this drug business. You try to get 1 or 2 friends who are into it and you see that they succeed. That peer pressure also attracts you to go into the business.
But you get one story when I hear from we that time before I come back to it, sir. We will see one medical doctor say he did do this thing when they catch him. Like person may be medical doctor, where do you make a go to go into all this kind of thing?
That is true. I think that medical doctor was arrested in Edo State.
In Edo State?
Yeah, she was arrested in Edo State. I think in
how
was she access? She was arrested.
Medical doctor?
A medical doctor was arrested. I can't recall the name, but when she was arrested, it was based on information. And that information was really, really monitored. It took us days to work on that woman and to really get to where she was selling these drugs. She baked cookies with Indian ham, and in selling these things, she sell these things to maybe birthday parties, to eateries, unknown to the user or to the consumers. Because the reason why she was doing that, nobody knows. And maybe that cookies enables people that eat it to feel different. And particularly people that knows the effect of drug, or as the fit say, okay, when I eat this thing, they make me feel different. They'll patronize more of that cookies. And money, because she want to make more money, that's why she was. Maybe she went into that thing. Well, I do not know why she go into that thing, but I think wealth. She want to get rich quick. So that isn't that motivated her. Might have motivated her to really go into that cookies, to bake cookies, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If the first one we say you don't move from different parts of the world.
Yes.
Now, when you go to our university these days, our children every day, in fact, number one, the another area we will even look at this issue of insurgency. Yes. You know, of course, when this Oga Mawa go Kano, he talk about this tramadol and codeine. Over 2 million people in Kano, only Kano, nine just be addicted. Now they ship this thing from other countries into this thing. The thing where the question that the child ask, young people wherever they investing, now every day they discover different things from different all this cough medicine to camphor to what thing they happen. What is actually the issue around young people? What is the deviate them like this?
You see, my brother, just like my brother Akobe and talk jobs now, the problem, the system don't fail over time. And as well as, since they talk about the issue of peer pressure and money, from the backdrop of society where no they work, no jobs or whatnot, you can also marry that as they talk, as they think outside the box. Say, for country where work they, like America, Europe where good things they, better than here. Why they still doing so too much drugs? Because you see, for those countries, they don't get the kind of traditional relationship where they keep. Just be like saying when you don't reach certain age, you don't get house, your mama don't, you bring them in. Everybody now one family, we get that traditional value. They know they overseas. So idleness, they cause them a lot. When people they idle abroad, or when work pressure they on them, for them to get the stress out of themselves, they'll begin to do drugs. And that will be one of those things. And then when they party, they feel like this one are the way to get high. Automatically, when you day high on whatever you take, you know you day fearless. It's just like when they day war, some people they sniff gunpowder and whatnot. But that one, our country will be say they get all the machinery to hold on to what they happen, making us spiral out. They bust warlords where they supply drugs from anywhere, even from Afghanistan to whatever country. They get this sort of facility to do those jobs. They get a sort of system to monitor them, to quickly stop the spread of that, either through leisure or through depression or through lack of family love, to go into drugs abuse. But you see, even in that society where things they so good, they get challenged because why? People where they use drugs, when they don't use them, they come fall sick. They're going to put a lot of pressure on their medical system, a very good medical system. You see they struggle to cope. The drugs they lead to crime. Somebody if you just start person, you don't know why you do it because you don't take drugs. If you can't carry all those things put together and bring and come out of society, and you can't ask me why, say for university, why it be like that. But the truth of the matter is that in a society when people just decide to mislead and lead wrongly and rule and set a bad example, whereby if people look around themselves, outside the fact that, why that 19-year-old boy, when a papa be politician, say talk, get this, or why this person where a mama be civil servant, they NNPC or whatever, get this, me needs to get them, that aspect there. But the idea of this world where they live in, of this social media world, where they say if you just post something now, no, I don't reach Australia, no, I don't reach America. Whatever anybody experiments, they feel just sit do them for inside room or anywhere. They just sit post them. Go just spread it. And we human beings, we like to copy each other. The copy where we copy each other now because of say the values where we get traditionally don't fail. Parents don't feel transfer on to children again because children of these days, they get much respect for their parents because most of the icon they provide for their parents, going back to the backdrop of the failed system, whereby the gap between the rich and the poor is so big, and this rich and the poor did the same society. So obviously, those things now are one of the reasons why the drug abuse gone high. But then, if you still look at those who don't succeed, wey be the rich, so they still get the habits of abusing drugs themselves, but their own dey more subtle because they get the resources to balance the bullwhip effect of using drugs. And a lot of those rich people take advantages of the young people wey dey school, wey be say they come to poor home for little money. You know, for example, they use them for any personal gain. In the same point, they come in contact with those drugs on those platforms. That is why you see great men like Bob Marley, great men like Majek Fashek, they all smoke something to be able to think, create some kind of beautiful music. You understand? Most of those people like Fela, you see them say they take them, but those ones, so they use that to create history where it's still difficult to beat today. But the problem we get now, when it comes to these issues of young people, the young people, apart from social media, connect directly, bad governance, lack of anything to keep them entertained. You know, they don't even go any particular hospital, make you get or give the facility where they needed for NDLA or police to do their work. And I make you go talk, say, when they catch person, if they bring this thing come out, because nobody will not need money. Because when the society, money not they flow around, they just dey a few people hand, you create a big vacuum. And that vacuum is depression. And that depression is drug abuse. And when the minute is drug abuse, the prisons go full through it. The body go full everywhere. Mad people go full everywhere, and there's no measure to even try at tackle them. So for those who are privileged enough to day school, they can't come up for school, go to do what they're not supposed to do. They're in touch with those who get money to seek service, and they still come in contact with those drugs. So now everybody fought, because why? Papa, mama not fit talk to children for house, because what if pikin don't they see or who they work out with? Papa not even near there, mama not even near there. You can't see say, man, in the religious country where we dey, or a religious society, your guess is as good as mine, because me, I know if you tell you now, say the more poorer areas like Upper and some other places why crimes they high is because first and foremost, those people they don't even get police station to even make them believe, say if I do wrong or I smoke this thing now, police go hold me, or if they hold me, they go prosecute me. Do you understand? They don't get anything to do. You don't engage them. They don't even most of them don't even fit go school. Most of them don't even go university. I've been privileged in some cases where I give scholarship to some to go this Igbenedion University through some of the contacts when I get. Maybe for 4 years, 15 million naira. Those NGOs go pay. And you see that young people from that area, they be first to third position for those schools. Because why? They get scholarship to go school. So my brother, the problem is that the government and the people really needs to take a step back to really address and look into this matter to empower the NDLA like in Edo State Command now. If you go that building, it's dilapidated. How do you expect somebody to come up for a house, go work in a very sensitive industry like that? I feel they now they take drugs and they mad. You don't go know. Now when it don't strike, you go come and say, what did this guy be like this because of the way government never ever pay attention to that area. They attack the boss crime, but they know they prevent them. They know they do things to stop people from doing those things. They attack crime. But they know they do things to prevent crime. And to prevent crime, a lot of things has to be in place. There must be fairness in society. Not saying you go use people. If you use person for election or make person follow you, go one church, you don't pray, get money, you dey fly helicopter, you know, there anyway. It can even lead to drug abuse. So the problem lies within us.
Listen, you see, again, when we say in talk just now, now to say entertainers and musicians, they take drugs so high.
Yes, many of our colleagues, they take them well. Depends on how it learn.
Yes.
And depends on where you for grow. And the category of people where they gather move together.
Yes.
If you put your picking for Oluwa Primary School, now the children where they will go follow the Migo. If you put your picking for Uduota, now the children where they go follow the Migo. Number one, they train my boys. I never see cigar, I never light them, apart from they do film.
Yes.
This is both if it is myself. My part tell me when we smoke, say, if you buy for person and they smoke, the smoke pass you go they look like mad person. So that one give us fear. Yes. Not they buy for person. Our people, they do them. They take on, this topic where you just bring today, they overtake courtesan now. 40% of the guests don't they do them.
No, we had to tell you.
So now, some of our musicians, if you not take enough enter stage, some say they not fit face crowd, some say they not fit do well. But I can't see some way still they learn at one certain time musician with this stage like they say if you don't hire before if you do them. They don't bring before they go work and say make come because if they learn and so if you that thing not good for you, not take on. You know even my brother, all these stories where would they talk they go. It dey for our papa, our mama hand. It dey for government hand. That two places and school. But the school don't condemn because nobody dey pay for private school. I don't see where madam go the big teacher say talk to a pikin for school. How you go draw here? They know they pay. But when we small, if we do anything wrong, after our papa don't finish with us, say you want to repeat that thing, now to go report it to your school authority. When they hear that thing for school, you be like who they tie for that, the way they tie them money that time now. That's the way they come disgrace for school, say, come out.
Yes.
For crowd, say, your papa can report you, lie down for chair like this. It be like say that commissioner of police they deal with you then. Yes. But now fear not they let teachers talk to children because they will work out on you. At times the motto where student go bring on school. Principal never even gather your whole lifetime, never even feel buy the spare tire. So you know if you talk to those children, they know they fail and their papa now name they come make for them. Then our government, I know if we remove hand for government waste. Since they don't they arrest people, they don't they carry people. We don't see trailer we carry this thing. We don't see motor we carry this thing. They go catch the motor, catch the driver, catch all those things. Now that the motor we see say they rotting for some place. Sometimes you know we can't see the motor again. All those people, where they? Not be where you see me put hand for bad thing. You see what happen to me. Not because they drive you, they go. It no concern you. Our government need to wake up. If not, this thing go reach everybody doorstep. Because everybody want hire. Even though na Shikala you want to talk to, na girl you want to talk to, you need to hire before you go. Even though na motor you want drive, you need to you see drivers. You just open the car body, you see small bottle. Especially all those things where they just the name now. So far you just know say they make mad they try for madam body. Anything where they pump for inside you don't know not to drink them. Like the one we talk, I don't see birthday way be say they use this thing. People begin to climb fence, they follow barbed wire, body they blood they rush, they don't even know where that blood they rush. Because they use and cook all this cake and all this.
Like this one is also.
Some of the clubhouse now those you chop my money, you don't want to follow me go house. They give a pin. All those peanuts where they see now, not be all be peanut, not be granite they say. When you chop now before you take left from here, Wakadi Shore, you know we know. You know we even know the motor where you enter.
That will talk again. You say for clubhouse.
Clubhouse, you got some clubhouse now.
You see witness with the apple.
Witness peanuts, that thing where they use granite go inside. Yeah. The thing there they take and mix all those things. Cake, you teaching a cake, meat pie. Now meat you want to see for inside. When you chop you got to laugh for waiting not even funny. You only they smile. Now those things. I don't see where person go take me say, superstar, you don't big anything. This place will join us. So now big man has not touch anything. Apart from can water, we busy now. Listen, whether I make cra, everything what you see here now drugs. Before I could they make your gun do somebody don't let me know. Before any other thing. Somebody will sit down, you know say no sit down well. Just pull hand for nose the way you go train they do one. Just say they take whisk pan and they open nut. You know say something things don't change. For somebody to drive motor go somewhere, can't tell the motor play gamble. Now I can't waka come out like that. Government need to wake up. They know all those people. They know. Make we just say okay, 1 million to any policeman with free cash 20 people or locate all those things. People where they sell them. We now here we tell they hear say police come bust Oga Mr. Bio. They come bust time. They even carry 2 people journal. After 2 days, Mr. B don't see start to shade this thing. Some places there for this Benin mat that they spread down like this for sun like Senamelo. The locality don't report tire. They will go beat you for us as a landlord say now everything we hide they see. Now you go this. That area where you talk just now, people where they if they be 192 don't condemn. When they just work out just stay straight like this don't go before, you no go know. So police need to wake up. NDLA not get prison when they put people. Once they catch, drill all those things. They will say investigation. The commercial. Be not be so. They will carry them go somewhere. Anyway, go bush, go 4 miles, come. Now police where they can't write something. I go chop the money. You know, the next day the night you come one oga. As my brother talked just now, go where they stay for upper. How you expect somebody with dressed like this may go stay where roof no dey, but get roof for us. So this topic where you bring now, waiting if they fast, when they fast. If they don't, make they wrong.
But Akube, what it can be guess for inside this matter. The thing when they pay me, Akube, we say somebody can't carry me one day. Say my brother, make I carry you, make you come see waiting the society where you they talk for television. Don't turn to. Say sit down here. Now you sit down. Say you see that girl. Say this is that girl fan. As pretty as that girl, now drug she go buy. Just watch her. Just watch her. Just watch her. Just watch her. Bye. Don't enter. We come stay for that place. So after some time, we come move. We come go the other side. Is it make me just sit down, just watch? See that girl? That girl is a university student. Just here. So you don't enter there. You don't. Bye. Don't enter there. Why does it come concern these girls now for inside now?
She want her
to do what now?
To face anything. They go war front. She want her. The business where you do, you na journalist, you be newscaster. Maybe when you may go some say they not take her, they not face the line where. So she want her. She know where she dey work, and they don't cook and join. She don't belong. She dey go club, go anywhere. She don't belong. She don't enter. Nothing where you will give them except the only thing where you pass this drug with them because of it na be money where you fit to stop this thing or discipline. If not be one of those things, you know if you do one. So, my brother, both boys and girls, especially girls, I say 45-50% of girls now.
The way girls come just embrace the thing. Come be like say
they like
another world we come dey.
Yes.
They're not like
if I go hard segregated, peer pressure and all of these things.
Where the pressure come from?
I don't see. Okay, 4 of us are friends now.
Yeah.
Maybe you love me and Don very well, and me and Don now will get small money for pockets. You talk for nuggets, and we dey feel the control on them. So anything I shop, I want to eat. Now the peer pressure wey dey come inside. So you won't copy us, what will they do? And this, you not only get it themselves. So the boys the way they follow, some of them get money. And this thing when you take them, initially to make you active, alert, before the depressing effects they come inside. So that period where you're alert, you can do anything, and it gives you that Dutch courage, that boldness to really do anything. Like some of them, like what's in my brother's tonight. Everybody gets different feelings whether they are passion to smoke this thing. Except you don't practice and you talk. Some people they take out, then they feel read. And then they feel they read, the concentrate.
That is university students, so.
Yes. Then they feel they read. Now I can't ask myself, when you did secondary school, when you did the how you take pass? Were you smoking this thing? So now this peer pressure thing. And like we said, our parents need a lot to do. Like when these people come back from holidays, or when they are even secondary school boys, once in a while, it is left for the parents to really bash into their rooms. When they did, especially if the child is 2 days quiet inside the room, you begin to ask, people make this quiet. Just peeping, just go and bash into the room and see what they do. Or sometimes if you're not their house, go to his room, search his room, search his clothes. You'll be amazed what you go see sometimes. You know, like all these codeine-based syrups, whether they smoke, whether they take, they mix a lot of things. This lacacera, coke. You know, people will take certain things there because those who they feel they listen. Some people won't copy. Okay, they told this, no, let me go and try this. So it is dangerous to that level. Some of these youths, they feel when they take these things, they are comfortable. Some of them, that moment, they are very peaceful, they are quiet. You know, there are so many reactions that this thing gets to people, and the youth in particular. So I think it's a dangerous trend. The government really needs to really do something too. Whichever way they want to do these things, it may be difficult for government to really control these things.
Difficult for government?
Yes, to control these things.
You know, Minister?
Very, very.
You know I'm saying these things? I don't know whether it will be proper to say this thing.
It may not be everything they will talk
No, not everything.
on air.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, if I tell you, it'll be short. But I think maybe outside the camera, I think I can just tell you. I don't want to say it here. And I wouldn't say it here.
See, may I tell you something? From waiting my brother Akube talk, when he comes to talk now, he lay a lot of emphasis on government because we know that government, 9 days for the break they come. Those ones don't fail for long time ago. I don't want to talk as a politician or as per partisan, they partisan now. I they talk based on what I know for the many years that they live abroad. Say, even our current Oga, the governor, God, the Nobaseki now, I never really see much when he do relative to issue of drug concerns. You understand? In the govern the state, like what's not important, now they put eye, now they talk. What's important in order there. You know, understand? If you blame mother, you blame children, you blame the boys and the girls. The boys and the girls are the biggest victim of the failures of this country. Many of these girls are sorry for them. You know why? Because even when they do school, if they get enough to live on, many of them don't even do what they're exposed to. So when a girl go out and sometimes give your body away to be defamed that way, either a drug you go take down or you don't really get frustrated, say, if to say I can get this thing, I will not do this thing, the only way to face their fears to confront them are to use drugs. I don't know whether they get my point. So these young people are victims of circumstances.
Look at one aspect. Like you now, make I tell you, you not just say this thing, he add to insurgency. And this banditry and all of this because
why not?
Those people, the experiences people want some of these kidnappers, where they catch, where they tell me say these people where they catch, they don't really eat, they don't really even eat food, onions, tomatoes.
Let me tell you,
tomato, this one.
Let me tell you, they talk since they say this drug issue, where they take so this type of different drug, they don't take out from Kano for years. Why not metamorphosize into banditry, full scale? Because certain people play politics with those banditry issues. I don't care character what we get. You understand? Every governor of every state owns the people the duty to use the people to secure this area. And for you to secure it, now be waiting they call security vote. Whether na stomach infrastructure, if you dash money, not say money to eat, you go eat. You go first calm down for those few hours. Money they come, with all due respect, I know they see the impact of that money. If NDLA, for example, build it dilapidated for Edo State Command, is there anything good that comes out of Nazareth? You just be like, say, they go somewhere, somebody dressed glamorous, or somewhere where you want effectiveness. You not pump money, put how you want to get results for the kind of country where they now.
Listen, the thing where they try to talk again, man, put it in the other way. Most of these people, when they take some of these drugs, some of them when they commit some kind of heinous crime, they will tell you, say, they don't even know when they kill the person. They don't even know when they do this one. So, in a way, it can't even increase crime more in the society.
My brother, we don't talk this thing around. Anyhow, we talk them. Now one place, now all of us to go. See, they're not the take clear eye, climb barbed wire. He goes, if friend don't tell him, say, you feel hold this laptop or you feel do this thing. Are they shame or fear not let me do it. Now there they go. Now the other way where they want to go do say go take this thing. You see, remove shame for eye. Remove shame for eye. Not be advice where you want to give them. Can't take this thing. You will see the way you take them. So, enough plenty reach like this before. 3-4 years to this time where they open all those their border. Where Maggie come mix with Ogbolo. Egusi mix with Ogbolo. Now the old spot. Check where all those people they gather put, or the way we just dig hole from here to Lagos. They're not the chapel. Now small bread of 100 naira, now they buy with one juice. Now the thing where you load for inside that bottle, if the plant if it grow, you go past this beauty. Where they gather, they push truck, they go those our brother will come from the other side. Push truck will be like this, they carry iron put, they push out. It never chops his money. Now one small bottle wey dey inside the way they drink, now they give them the power. Some people go give people them job, say go dig or go make farm for me. For them to go bring food, you say, madam, leave food, go buy this thing, go buy this, some of those junk, go measure and say, go buy for me. You will come some farm or somewhere that they work, all these people, you may you can't see where one person want take 1,000 milligram. You want take like 5,000 milligram once. You want put them for inside alcohol. You will come meet where all these their capsule shells dey for ground. Now cry you go dey cry. So when other person see and say, this oga take so thing like take Motes, na him make am get power. Me go buy 2 now. He just chop this bread. You see, this one no be Peter wey no get power before. So take am, and if you take this now, you carry this table go up. Me I will buy extra, buy for my brother, buy for the other thing. Which party, which people, the question, all those people wey they arrest for all those things, all those farm where they go, they don't go check out whether they plant again. You go farm, go rate person, you go house now, seize waiting day. After 1 month, 2 months, they don't bail the person, it don't go back. You still find out whether it start school, as so you both they do and where they will come, police go come monitor, you still there, how are you, how things be, you dey okay now, where you come they do now, sit down for house, or like house arrest. All those farm go na go boggle, they clear and see one big farm from here, they go like close to where they go, they clear the other, they one big farm like that. I don't know how they plant that one. Now Nigeria here. That farm, as they clear, I know germinate again. Those people, all that farm where they clear, they'll fit pack them. The money where they take plant that farm, you say that man will just quiet, he come from prison, go just do like this. Say, God, now you want to throw the money for them. Government. My brother don't talk one thing just now. Now when house good, now you go they sing for farm. They sing, they walk, they sing. Where them or God they go work. Make everybody carry on a camera. I'm gonna go look DLA. Where they work. May you say when you want to go report for person themselves, if you not feel enter that building. You not feel enter that. Shame not let person talk. Say that one a government organization.
Where they tackle drug abuse.
Where they tackle drugs. So I wonder, I don't even know where they sit down because no table, nothing. I don't know how they sit down for them.
Piero, but we're not supposed to get maybe a ministry for, since NDLA now federal ministry, for state, not get any military when they will work with now in collaboration before police.
So NDLA now agency.
Yes.
Well, they work under the Ministry of Justice.
Okay. So for state, which one will correlate with?
No, we stand as an agency.
Yes.
It's just a paramilitary establishment as an agency that does carry out the mandate of maybe trying to cut short the supply of drugs in the society, especially cannabis, because that's the prevalent drug in Nigeria today. And the way it's been abused too is so high, and so our mandate is very clear.
But apart from that, make you also tell the public that on our mandate, not only on cannabis or every other hard drugs.
So we get what they call illicit drugs and illicit drugs.
Yes.
The things that fall under illicit drugs are illegal drugs. You don't have rights to possess them, to be with them, except on certification. You know, and some of those drugs, cannabis is one of them.
Okay.
Cocaine is also one of them. Heroin are one of them. They call one amphetamine. There are so many of them like that. Then the illicit ones are all these social drugs like gogoro, beer, cigarette, cola nuts, very light. So those ones are permissible for consumption by law. You know, and where NDLA day presently now, so it's an appalling state. If not because of say we really want to fight drug war in these states, every officer if don't go out go sleep. Because that passion now we get to fight drug war for these states. So because so many issues like warehouses where they keep drugs, farmlands waiting for this Edo state, we don't go destroy. No be one, no be two, no be three. Warehouses where they don't package this cannabis, them bags and bags. Well, if you see some of the videos where they go trend today, you see trucks, Hiluxes of load, Hilux load of cannabis bags, and we don't evacuate from warehouses to office. You will not say NDLA for those they do their best. But this is our best. The motivation we will get to do now this is our chairman, Brigadier General Buba Marwa. He's the only man that's really giving us that strength, that hope, that motivation to really work like say tomorrow or not. Apart from him for now, then okay, presently, His Excellency, the President of this country, he did really back himself. to fight this war very well. But I think apart from these two people, the story is long. If not, look at where we did the work. My tax comes to this state. All NDL officers working in this state, their tax have been collected by the state government. But look at where we did. In the midst of we trying to do work for this state, to remove all these drugs from circulation, you know what it means to remove 230 kilograms of cannabis? 230 kilograms. That is almost 2 tons. More than 2 tons of Indian way from this house. You evacuate them from circulation. You know how many people with these things for go rich? They smoke, begin to turn different things. To get courage, to cause banditry. They'll smoke out to get courage. To even go rape small girls.
Yeah.
Why would an elderly man of 60 years go and rape 5 years old girl? It's not normal. And so this drug, the threats where you think they pose for the society, to national security, to the economy, etc., is very huge. And I think, like we said, the government really need to do something, even as we there, so to really help us to fight this.
But another thing I will ask you, again, as when they raid farms and all those
they destroy farms.
Well, there is also the raid because that white one, all those people kill all those one. How not they fight that one?
Look, that one.
That what they do for nose.
That's cocaine and heroin. It's not to the
common like that.
Prevalence in Nigeria. That one, the areas one
that they mentioned to you, then they sell for them.
Sorry?
All those areas I mentioned for you, now those things they sell for those areas.
See, that one it's the news have been a coded form.
You're not supposed to break through that code.
You not go get information if I could do that thing.
Huh?
You get information.
You go no for that.
Do that one. I will do now. You know how many pinches of? One pinch, just like a dot.
Yeah.
That be pinch.
Yeah.
And if I carry almost 1,000 pinches, they call it a pinch. One small thing you sniff. 1,000 pinches. You don't even know I carry. I can drop stuff. And it is within a cabal. They do this cocaine business. Then they this town. Then everywhere in Nigeria. But you have to get an intelligence on them. You don't just go to a bomb player. It's not like this cannabis that you say somebody just come and say, okay, in there and from there here. Somebody don't carry 1,000 bags with them and go keep for warehouse. Then the next day, we arrange ourselves, we go to the warehouse, evacuate those things. If we see anybody inside that place, we arrest them. Because we don't do like that many times. Farms were destroyed last within this period. Almost three farmlands, Indian farmlands, close to how many hectares of land, you know, and a hectare. You know what mean? 1 hectare of land, cannabis farm. And when they harvest, eventually they can harvest that farmland. You know how many bags of Indian will come out from that thing. For you to destroy that in a low step, you have really helped in reducing the circulation of that drug and the consumption of that.
But like in the talk, when you destroy the farm, who they do the farm? What do they do there?
If you arrest them, then we'll take them go court. And we'll take them go court. We don't do our job. We'll prepare the case file, investigate the case, write our reports, then do the case file. Our lawyer will carry the case and the suspect to court. That is what another problem is. The courts, the justice system. Because now this drug, this cannabis, Indian something, is bailable. It's not bailable. If I arrest you with drugs, I take you to court, you'll get your lawyer
you say it's now bailable. Let me see,
it's bailable before self. It's even bailable. It's bailable since. Now, pigeon will speak now, so we just put the English, make people just understand.
The bail now free.
The bail?
It is a solution. Do you have any immediate solution or remedy? Any immediate one there?
Well, the immediate solution, because for Africa, we always they reactive. We know they proactive. We know they do anything we go encourage people not to do crime. Because even when my brother Akobe, they talk, say, government, all these people that they catch, police collect money, NDLA, they do this one, they leave this one. The people who want to go catch person, if his conscience clear, say, you know, in himself, not the thief for where in the money we supposed to help your people, may they not do those kind of things. You carry and put for inside one bank for somewhere. At the end of the day, how you will take blame who be the victim of circumstance? Now, one thing that they tried to talk just now. The only way we fit to do them, as much as the thing they hurt, government need to try. When I may try. Society also needs to try. Because what thing with the suffer now, not the government the suffer now. Now the people that are we for the society that is suffering. Parents need to rise up. They need to educate their children of the dangers of drugs. Because most of these young people, outside the fact that they are victims, they don't even know the dangers of what that they do. Because we like to copy. And this person get this thing, oh, you do this so you feel like this, they want to. So many don't take and they don't die. So apart from the fact of, say, that reactive measures, where would they need to have a plan, a master plan of work in progress of working out proactive measures. At the same time, putting in more resources, maybe vehicles, equipment for them to take the move to feed the tackle these drugs like they recover and destroy them. The last time during the NSAS, you know what it lead to NSAS problem? Upper one become another matter, and upper matter a ring everywhere. You understand? Because the drugs wey dey NDLA for upper, they don't already condemn them. They don't already spray them with chemical. Those drugs, those Indian hemp, no good to smoke again. But our young brothers and sisters, we in this society where they impoverished, we in this society where police station no even dey, we in this society where road no even. If you go some area for upper, you wonder say whether na still Edo State be this. Access road no dey. They go carry and believing say they don't get Indian hemp smoke. They go the smoke and with the chemical with the taste brown. I even understand say the NDLA advisor say this thing one they want to carry so because one they do answer. It's no good though. Everybody where they do answer wanna go mad. At the end of the day, because a broken society, the government and the people in government they need to wake up to understand the problems of this society so that they go support these people, renovate their buildings, give them vehicles to take work, and have sensitization process. Not always about kill them. You don't push person to go thief, to go do something wrong, or to go sell Indian hemp. Before you kill them, you stick a carrot approach. Quarrel with Anna, they work out measures to stop people from having options of other things to do to have daily bread. Not just to say they're bad, and that doesn't stop the issue.
Akobe, solution. One or two solutions. Just advise our parents, our government, everybody.
Our parents will get, our papa, our mama will get work where they will do. Then government, enlightenment. Show us for advert and every other things. People where they smoke this thing where no one live and see the way their life can be.
Yes.
Make them they pump money for where you supposed to pump money, not be other place. Show people say if you put on for this thing, see the way your life will come be, see the way your life will come be. Then create another thing where be say if you destroy this thing, see where you come to get money.
Yes.
Once you close their farm, give them work. So that make them not think of that place again. Give them better work.
Exactly.
Where they get money, you go destroy them. They don't bail them for court.
And they get many children.
I think it go back.
Yes, now.
If trap cash out in my cut his leg, it go still run enter that bush. Not the house. So you catch person carry, even though you beat them or naked them or carry go court. One small lawyer will take you do the other. You just piss on you, put the bail and you go consider they look you. You go start farm tomorrow. Make government give us work. The whole things where they promise, make with the CM. Yes. So that make her for leave this one, enter this one. If never take light, I switch on to generator. You don't beat person, nika that do all those things, say make you live on. You still live on for the society. Which work you give them? Enlightenment. Our papa, our mama, make them wake up. Tell your children, say, you know they see your mate. If Peter children better part, make all of us wake up. But at the time when you say you're picking where you want advice, now they put food for your table. How that one will be.
All right, so that's all we have for the program today. We salute everybody who say you join us this evening. My brother Wilson Giato, I greet you.
God bless you, sir.
My brother Piero for NDLA, I believe you will come again because from time to time when they call you, you can enlighten young people about the dangers of these things, and mostly parents. And my brother Tusatu, I greet you. Let me also say this that. We not really do enough as a society to tell young people, mostly when they grow, the dangers of some of these things, where they take and the end result. Some of them just they take out and they don't know, only to discover that at the end of the day, you don't decide that. We'll discuss this again so that we'll enlighten our youth more. Until next week, when we say we'll meet again, God bless Nigeria. Good night.